Good morning, guys. Am I audible?
Good morning. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's
Good
start the
morning.
session today. Let me share my screen. Okay. Before going to start, we need to see that what are the components of the Power BI, and then we will start the how we can develop. Which tool is used for the development? Okay. So let's say this is a Power BI tool. It has a different component. First component is Power BI Desktop, which is used for development purpose. This is for the development purpose, right? So we will be using this Power BI Desktop. Second is the Power BI service, Power BI service, and third is Power BI mobile, Power BI mobile. So we will be using Power BI Desktop for the development purpose. Okay. So this is completely free of license. It doesn't require any license. Okay. So how to download, how to install this Power BI Desktop? So let's go to the Google. Okay. So just type Power BI Desktop download. Okay, so you will get a first link. Just go to the first link, open the page. Okay, so you will get this page. Just go down, scroll down, and click on the download option. Okay, so click on download option. So when you open this, it will ask you to open the Microsoft store. So you just cancel this. Okay, and go back and check advanced download option. So in advanced download option, you will get a download option here. So just click on the download button here. It will start automatically download Power BI Desktop. Okay. So this will be the install. Once you download, then just start to install. And once it will install, it will okay. So it will come here. Just let me close this first. So it will come into your system. Just type Power BI Desktop. Clear everyone? How to install the Power BI Desktop?
Yes.
Okay. So when you install Power BI on open the Power BI, this Power BI will look like this. Okay. Just you will get this pop-up. Just close this pop-up. Okay. And you will see the screen like this. Okay. So this is a Power BI desktop. You can see on the top there are the different menu. Okay. In the left side also there are three different menu. Okay, that I will explain. If you look at on the top, we will start from the here. Okay. On the right side you can see we have visualization. What are the charts you can create? Pie charts, bar chart, all charts are available. Okay. And here we will add a table. Okay. So let's start from the first. If I want to connect with the file, okay, let me show you first file. Which file I want to connect? So I have one of the file. I have one of the data, that is a global superstore 2016 data sets. It contain thousands of record. It contain thousands of record. So let's open. So this is a file, Excel file, which contains the thousands of record. Okay, there is an order table. In order table, there are multiple columns like row ID, order date, ship date, customer ID, customer name, their city, state, country, region, market, product, what category, subcategory, sales, profit, quantity, discount, shipping address, and order priority. These are the columns are there. And how many records are there? If you check here, so there are 51,000 records inside this data sets. Okay, so what we will do, we will connect this file with the Power BI. We will connect this file with the Power BI. How to connect with this file Power BI? So open the Power BI. Sorry, you can see on the top, you can see in the top there is a get data option. There is a get data option. In get data you can connect any file, any databases, any source. If you want to connect, you need to go to the get data. Okay, just click on get data. You can see there are multiple options. You want to connect with the Excel file, or you want to connect with the Power BI dataset, or you want to connect with the SQL Server database, or text file, CSV file, or you want to connect with the URL. Okay, so there are multiple options are there. So this is the only common options. Okay, apart from that, there are more number of connector available. Like what? Suppose your file in the separate format. If your file in the different format, not only in the Excel, not only in the text file, it can be the in the other format. So all these connector are available here. If you go to the more, you will see number of connector. So you can see these are the file format. You can connect the PDF file also. You can connect the folder. You can connect the JSON file, XML file, text file, Excel file. Okay, if you go to the database, you can connect to the any database like Oracle, SQL Server, IBM database, right? MySQL, PostgreSQL, Sybase, Teradata. So these are the all are the database. SAP HANA, okay, Google BigQuery, Snowflake, Amazon Athena, right? So there are multiple database in the market. So all these connector available in the Power BI. Now if you go to the Power Platform, so this will be the very limited we will use. We will not use this one because mostly we require only file and database. Okay, now if you to log talk about the Azure is a cloud. On the cloud, if any databases are there, you can directly connect Azure SQL database, Azure blob storage, all of this. Okay, we will see later. So now what I want to connect, I want to connect the Excel file. I want to connect the Excel file. Let me close first and I will connect again. Okay, so I am just clicking on the text file. So click on the text file. I want to connect, I want to connect the Excel file, right? So just click on the get data and click on the Excel file and go to the folder where I have the file. So I connected the Global Superstore 2016. Okay, just click open. Okay, so what are the sheets available in that Excel file? What are the sheets available in that Excel file? You can see there are the multiple sheets available in Excel file. Can you see this? Order sheet, then return sheet, then people sheet, then sheet 1, sheet 2, right? So what, which sheet I want to connect? I want to connect with the order sheet, right? So I have option here. I want to connect with the order sheet. Okay, and then there are the two options, load and transform. What is the use of transform, that I will explain later, but right now we will click on the load means it will load all of the orders data into the Power BI. If I click on the load, it will load the data into the Power BI. Just click on the load. So it's loading the data into the Power BI. Okay, once the data loaded, right? So it will come under the field in the right section. Can you see in the right side? So your table will be visible here. What are the tables you connected in the Power BI? What are the tables you loaded into the Power BI? All tables will be shown here. All table will be shown here. So right now we connected with the order table. So it is showing in the here, right? I want to see number of fields. I want to see what are the fields inside that table. You just expand this table. Okay, when you expand this table, you can see number of fields are there. Number of fields are there like category, city, country, customer ID, customer name, all of this, right? So these are the fields available in the orders. Clear everyone? This one. So in the field section, you can see we will get all of the tables which we connected. Okay. Now when we load the data into the orders, okay. So let me take one of the chart. Okay. So once you load data, we can create a charts now. Okay. So I want to see, I want to know that region wise, I want to know that market wise number of customer. I want to see market wise number of customer. Okay, so I want to create a one chart, pie chart, sorry, bar chart. Okay, so let's create a bar chart. So you can see there are number of charts available in the visualization. So right now, if you just put your mouse cursor on it, it will show the name of the that charts. Okay, so you can see cluster bar chart, pie chart, donut chart, right? Tree map chart. So I just have taken the stack bar chart. Okay, so I want to show the market wise total number of customer. Market wise total number of customer. Okay, so I'm taking market field. Can you see market field? So just I will click on the market. Okay, so this market has been come into the axis. Can you see this? Market has been come into the axis. Now what I want, market wise number of customer, market wise number of customer. Now we need to find out the customer ID. Okay, count of customer means we need to take the count of the each and every customers, right? So what I will do, I will take the customer ID, I will take the customer ID and I will just make it as a, okay, in the values I will add here count of customers. So I will make it as a count. Okay, so now you can see, now you can see here in every market how many customers are there, it is showing. In Asia Pacific there are the 14,000 customer, Europe it has 11,000, USCA it has a 10,000 customer, and LATAM it has a 10,000 customer, and Africa have a 4,587 customer. So how did I do this? I first take the chart, bar chart, right? Then what I wanted to see market wise number of customer, market wise number of customer. First I take the market, first I take the market, right? And what inside the market I wanted to show the number of customer, right? So what in the value section, I added the customer ID and make it as a count, clear everyone what I said?
Yes.
Sudarshan, uh, Vaibhav,
Yes, sir. Clear.
okay, clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yep. So what you need to do today? Today you need to install the Power BI desktop first, okay, and try to. Okay, I will upload this. You just ping me your email ID on my on the group, okay. So I will send the data sets um, on your mail ID, okay. So same data sets. So right now you can see we have take the market wise number of customers. So same like I want to see now, take a pie chart. I want to see take the pie chart. Okay, so let me take a pie chart. Okay, let me take a pie chart here. In pie chart, what I want to see, the category wise, number of no, category wise profit. Okay, so first I will category. Okay, so there are three category: furniture, office supply, and technology. There are three category: furniture, office supply, and technology. Category wise profit. So is there any profit column? You can see there is a profit column. Okay, I will take this profit column. Now you can see it is a category wise category wise profit. What it is showing? Category wise profit. So what are the category available? Technology. How much? It is a 6,63,000. Then this is the office supply. This is the 5,18,000, and then 2,85,000. This is for the furniture. Okay, these are the three category which is a these are the profit which is a divided by the category, three category, right? So this is a pie chart. Okay, whenever we wanted to add, if you look at the setting of this pie chart, okay, so can you see category I have added into the legend, and profit I added into the values. Why added into values? Because numbers, the count, total, some, okay, all these kind of numbers we will add only into the values only. And the categorical value, like we can see technology, office supply, furniture, this is a categorical value, right? So this kind of column I will add into the legend every time. Okay, whenever you will create a pie chart, whenever you will create any chart, we will add into the legend. Okay, categorical value we will add into the legend. Okay, so before going to that, I want to explain something. Let's focus now. This is very important. So now let's say, what is the data? What is the data? Vaibhav? And what is the information? What is the difference between data and what is the difference between information?
Data is stored information.
Data is stored. Okay, so data is different than information, or data is same like information?
डेटा सेव किए वाला होता है, इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं होती है सेव की वाला.
ओके, और इंफॉर्मेशन क्या होता है फिर?
Data is a raw material, and information is a specific kind of
Okay,
specific information.
specific
Yeah.
means
Information is a group of data.
Sir,
okay.
information is organized and structured.
Okay, let me clear all of this. Now, okay, let's say I have created this table. Do you understand what is that? What is this column? What is this column? And what is this column?
No.
Weber, do you know what is that?
It is a data.
No, sir.
It is a data. Then what is the information? Okay, so when you can't, okay, what is this column? This column what indicating? And what is the second column is indicating? Do you know? No. So if there is a data which is can't understand by the human, if the data which is can't understand by human, it is understand by the system, that is called as a data. Okay, that is called as a data. If there is any data, okay, that is called as a data. Okay, now you will be able to say what is this column. Okay, let me put the header. Okay, ID, age, pin code. Now you can understand what is that. Now you can understand what is
Yes,
this
sir.
column, right? So it means when I put the header of the each column, then only you will be able to read this data, then only you will be able to understand this data. It means when you add the metadata, let me see. Okay, when you add the metadata, then only you will be able to understand what is the metadata. This is the metadata. Header is nothing but a metadata. What we will call? It is a metadata. Okay, and what is the data? Data inside below the metadata there is a data. So when you combine the data, plus metadata, it become a information. Right? So information is nothing but which can understand by the human, but data which is can understand by the only system. Clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the metadata? What is the information? If we add a data plus metadata, then it will become an information which is can understand by the human, but only data, that is we cannot understand. Okay, this is all about the data and information. Now I have one more question. I have one column, ID, name. Okay, ID, name, salary, pin code. Okay, so ID suppose 1, name is a Raj, and salary is a 4,400, and pin code is a, okay, and second. Okay, so there are two types of column available in this table. There are two types of columns available in this table. Okay, one is a dimension, and second is a measure. Okay, so which column is a dimension and which column is a measure? How to identify which column is a dimension and which column is a measure? How we will identify? So the column on which we cannot do the calculation, on which we cannot do the calculation like sum, mean, max, average, that we cannot do this, right? So now tell me, can we do the sum, mean, max on the ID column? Okay, let's forget about ID. Can we do on the name sum, mean, max? Can we do the any calculation on the name column?
No.
No, right? It means it is a dimension. It means it is a dimension. So name will come under the dimension. Now second is a salary. Can we do the sum, mean, max on the salary?
Yes.
Right? So it means it is an aggregated column. So we can do the aggregation. Okay. So what is the aggregation? Let me first clear. What is the aggregation? Aggregation is nothing but the operation like sum, mean, max, average, count, right? Sum, mean, max, average, count, these are the aggregation, right? So salary is the aggregated column. We can say that now salary is the aggregated column. So now pin code will be dimension or measure? Sudarshan?
Dimension.
Dimension. Why? Because we cannot aggregate, right? Because we cannot do the any calculation, or we can say that we cannot do the any aggregation. Aggregation मतलब sum, mean, max नहीं कर सकते pin code के ऊपर, right? So that is a pin code will come under the dimension. Now ID will be aggregated
Major.
column or non-aggregated column? Or
मेजर में आ जाएगा आईडी.
okay, so okay, ID मेजर में क्यों आएगा? Any reason? Can you do the sum? ID को आप sum करोगे जैसे रोल नंबर का कॉलम होता है स्कूल में. So in roll number, do you do like 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 4? Do you do this?
No.
नहीं करते ना, ठीक है. तो इसका मतलब जो चीजों पे हम नहीं काउंट जो चीजों पे हम सम, मीन, मैक्स ऑपरेशन नहीं कर सकते उसको हम मेजर नहीं बोलते, ठीक है. We will not call it as a measure. So ID will also come under the dimension. ID will also come under the dimension. Okay. Everyone understood now what is the dimension and what is the measure?
Yes.
Okay. Now everyone just tell me, we will start from the first column. So now here row ID. So row ID is the dimension or measure?
It's dimension.
Dimension. Order ID? It's a dimension.
Second dimension.
Order date?
Dimensions.
Everyone, is it dimension or measure?
Dimension.
Dimension. Ship date also dimension. Ship mode dimension. Customer ID dimension. Customer name dimension. Segment, postal code, city, state, country, region, market, product. So product के बाद है sales. Sales is a measure or dimension?
Measure.
It's a measure.
Sure.
Quantity?
Measure.
Measure. Discount?
Measure.
Measure. Profit?
Measure.
Okay, and shipping cost also measure, right? So this is the measure and dimension. Now you clear about this? So this is a concept, I mean this is the evergreen concept. Okay, if you are going to the any field right now, suppose you are doing the Power BI, right? If maybe after getting a job, then you may be switched to the data engineering, okay, because there is so much salary we are getting. For even a less experience, for 2 to 3 experience, you are getting a 30 lakh to 40 lakhs easily. So you will have a same knowledge. If you have a same knowledge, right, so it will be useful for that field also. Okay, so better to whatever you are getting knowledge here, this will be useful for the anywhere. If you go to the any field, okay, in the data stream, you will have to know that what is the dimension, what is the measure, what is the aggregation, and what is the non-aggregation. Okay, so dimension also we will call it as a aggregated, non-aggregated column. Non-aggregated नॉन एग्रीगेटेड कॉलम। डायमेंशन को भी हम क्या बोल सकते हैं, नॉन एग्रीगेटेड कॉलम बोल सकते हैं, और मेजर को क्या बोलेंगे, एग्रीगेटेड कॉलम। व्हाई वी कॉल इट एग्रीगेटेड कॉलम, why we call it as the aggregated column to the measure?
Because we do calculation
Yeah,
with
because
measures.
we can perform the aggregation, we can do the aggregation on this field, right? So this is all about the dimension, aggregation, sorry, dimension or measures, aggregation or non-aggregation. Okay, now let's go here. So whenever, if you look at here, count id, so I wanted to take market wise count id. Okay, what does it mean? I take the count of the customer, मतलब मैंने कुछ तो एग्रीगेशन किया है मार्केट लेवल पे, कस्टमर के ऊपर मैंने कुछ तो एग्रीगेशन किया है. सो यू कैन सी दैट इन द हियर, कैन यू सी द सेटिंग of that chart? So there is a axis and there is a values. In axis I put the market. Market कौन सा है, एशिया पैसिफिक, यूरोप, यूएससीए, LATM, Africa. So these are the market, right? But what was the aggregation field? So all this aggregation field I will add into the values. अभी customer ID aggregation field नहीं था, but problem is that I wanted to count the customer. मैं कस्टमर को काउंट कैसे करूंगा? अगर क्लास में कुछ स्टूडेंट्स है, if somebody asks you to count the student, how will you count? You will count by roll number, right? Roll number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you will understand that there is a 30 student. So same like here also we have customer ID, so when we count the customer ID like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, okay, it means we are counting the customers. So okay, so what I did, I use the count function, I use the count aggregation here. Clear everyone?
Yes.
So Sudarshan, Vaibhav,
Yes.
okay, why I take the count?
Yes.
Because I wanted to count the customers, right? So definitely I will use a count. But when you talk about the profit field was already measured, and I wanted to see the how much profit for the technology, how much profit for the office supply, how much profit for the furniture. So what I did, I take the sum means summation, total. Okay, so if you go to the profit column, you can see I have choose the sum, right? There are other functions also, average, mean, max, count, right? But I use the sum. Why sum? Because I want to take the total of the sum for each category, clear now why I took the sum? So this is an aggregation. So you can see all aggregated field I am putting into the values only. Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so this is for the simple, I just give the example. We are not seeing any visualization right now. Okay, visualization topic is different, but just to understand for the initially, once we get a data, what we can do with the data. Okay, so now we take the data into the order table, right? If you go to the get data, there are multiple options. We have taken the Excel, but our data source matlab anything which is storing the data, either it can be the file, it can be the online database, it can be the server, it can be anything, or it can be the website also. अगर वेबसाइट आईपीएल के वेबसाइट पे अगर आपको दिखता है कि नंबर ऑफ स्कोर कितने किए पर्टिकुलर प्लेयर ने, तो उसमें टेबल बनाऊंगा एंड आई वांट टू एक्सट्रैक्ट दैट टेबल, इट मींस दिस इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द डेटा सोर्स फॉर मी. Okay, so let's find out how will you extract the data from the website. So I'm going to open IPL data, IPL statistic. So we already seen how to connect with the file. Now we will see how we can extract from the web page, how we can extract the data, table data from the web page. Okay, let me open IPL. Okay, now you can see we have one table here. The table column name is matches, inning, runs, HS, average. Okay, let me see any other good table. Okay, here we can see better table. We have players, their matches, inning. Okay, this is the table. I want to extract this table into the Power BI. I want to extract this table into the Power BI. How will I extract? So I will require his a URL. I will require his a URL link. Okay, I will copy this URL link. Okay, go to the Power BI. Go to the Power BI. In Get Data, open the Get Data. You can see there is a web connector. Can you see web connector, everyone? There is a web connector. If you click on the web connector, okay, it will ask you for the website or URL. Okay, so I will put the URL of which I copy. So I paste URL and click on OK. And just click on connect. Okay, so it is extracting the data from the table, from the website. Okay, so now you can see we will get a number of table. जितने भी वो वेब पेज पे जितने टेबल होंगे उतने टेबल पे वो क्रिएट करेंगे list of the tables. If you look at the IPL table, we have only one table here, right? यहाँ पे एक ही टेबल है and 20 records है उसमें. So let's see. ठीक है, मैं टेबल 1 पे चेक करता हूँ डेटा क्या है उसमें टेबल 1 में. Okay, you can see they have extracted this record, right? Players, matches, innings, right? So I want this record, so I will select this table and I will load. Then I will load. Okay, so you can see table 1 it is extracted, but you can check that all column names are showing column 1, column 2, but not actual name of the column. So where this actual name column has been gone, where this actual column has gone? If you go to the data view, can you see on the left side? Right now we are on the visualization view, report view. There is a data view. Okay, if you go to the data view, you could see the data of the table. Okay, just click on the data view. If you click on the data view, click on the table 1. So if you click on the table 1, you can see what data inside. It is giving a column 1, column 2, but our column name which is on the row 1. Can you see on the row 1 we have our column name. Okay, so it means our data is not a clean. It means our data is not a clean. We need to clean the data. We need to first clean the data. What does it mean clean? Data which is not a expected format, which we seen in the source, right? So how to clean the data? So this cleaning, shaping the data and transforming the data, it can be done by the Power Query editor. It can be done by the Power Query editor. So what is the Power Query editor? Let me explain. So in the Power BI, there are 3 stages. When data we connect, this data should go through the 3 stages. Okay, I'm closing this. So when first stage is Power Query Editor, second is DAX, data modeling, then DAX and visualization. Okay, first when you connect to the data, you need to clean, shape and transform the data. You need to clean the data, you need to transform the data. Okay, so clean and shaping you can do in the Power Query Editor. Power Query Editor. Okay, so in Power Query Editor, you can do, you can clean the data, you can shape the data, you can give the shape to the data, and you can transform the data. Okay, then next step is data modeling. Data modeling is nothing but we make a relationship between table, making a relationship that we will see, making relationship tables. Okay, and then third is the DAX. DAX is used for create a calculation. If suppose there is a business calculation, they want some percentage value kind of, right? Suppose percent of sale, percent of profit. Okay, so we need to create a calculation. So maths formula we will be using, and then there is a visualization that we created, right? Visualization. Okay, so Power Query Editor, what we will do? Power Query Editor, clean and shape the data. What does it mean, clean and shape data? Right now in our data set, column name is not coming as expected. Our column name has been on the first row, column name which is placing on the first row. How to take this first row, all this column name onto our as a header? Okay, so we need to go to the Power Query Editor. As I explained, we can clean and shape the data and transform data using Power Query Editor. So how to go to the Power Query Editor? Okay, so when you see this table, okay, just there is a 3 dot, or you can do the right click. Okay, when you click on the right click, click on the edit query. Click on the edit query. So it will open the new window for Power Query Editor. So let it. Okay, so new Power Query Editor window has been opened. Where it gone? This one. So can you see on the top what it is showing? Power Query Editor. Okay, this window is different and this window is a different. Here we create a visualization. We can see the data view, right? This is a different Power BI desktop. But when we open the Power Query Editor, it creates a different window. This one. Okay. In Power Query Editor, we can clean or save the data. Now, how to clean and save the data? Now, what is our requirement? Our column is not coming as expected. So our column on the first row. How to take this column on the first row? So there is a one option available in transform. If you go to the transform tab, you can see use first row as a header. Just click on this and there is an option use first row as a header. What does it mean? आपकी जो फर्स्ट रो में आपको लगता है कि आपके फर्स्ट रो में आपके कॉलम नेम अवेलेबल है, ओके, उसको आपको कॉलम पे डालना है, सो जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द फर्स्ट रो एज अ हेडर. Okay, now your column has come on the header, player, mat, means, right? Now we have clean as expected. Is anything we need to clean data or save data? Right now we don't have requirement. Okay. Now once you complete your shaping and cleaning data, you need to close and apply. So I will close and apply this Power Query Editor. So I have closed the Power Query editor. Now it will load the new data. Now it will load the data. Okay, now you can see all rows, columns has come as expected. Understood everyone now? How we open the Power Query editor and clean the data?
Yes.
Okay, so I will stop the session now. Okay, so I think we can connect tomorrow on the same time and we'll start the Power Query